All right, we should be live. We'll give this a few minutes for people to join in the chat. This was a last minute change. I was going to, well, I will be cutting some grass, but not right now. I'm going to do that later. Finish cutting my grass for before winter sets in. So, today's topic, how Ubuntu's Linux has changed the world. We're almost at the end of the year. We are recording this October 13th for 2019. So, next month is Thanksgiving. So, what am I grateful for? Well, for one thing, I'm grateful for Ubuntu. If it wasn't for Ubuntu, I would not be here. Probably a lot of people. So, we'll talk about this in a moment. Those of you who support the channel are members of the channel through Patreon or PayPal. I sent some emails out. I realize it's late notice, but yeah, it's the way it is on this channel. Tax Action BK is in the house, live and direct. Hello. How's my sound, Tax Action? Sound check. Uno, dos, tres. Streaming with StreamYard. A very nice platform. Just give me a yay or a nay on the sound, BK. Check my emails. All right, nothing there. It's good. Okay, thank you. So how are you today? I do need to give a shout out to a few people who have been on the Patreon page, supporter page, for a year or more. If you check yesterday's video on the title, I listed some names. So thank you, all 5,000 of you. No, it's not that much. Maybe one day. But seriously, thank you. Those of you who help support the channel, it does mean a lot. Whether it's one person or 1,000, all of you are special to this channel. And it's important for me to give thanks, whether it's one person or 1,000 people, because that's how I am. Kevin Maluna, Maulana, for Linux Desktop, Color Pixel. Thank you. Let's get another supporter here on the chat. We have Benny Boo Gen2, Babu.
Yo.
Welcome. Happy Sunday, my friend.
You too. And did you go to church today, Toss?
I did not. On Sundays, I pray to St. Mattress.
As do I, actually, as a matter of fact.
No, just a joke. I honestly, to me, church is what's in my heart.
Yeah.
I haven't gone in a while. I probably should.
The only reason I go is for on Christmas or stuff like that.
I mean, if I was married or had a steady girlfriend, I would probably go together. But since I'm single, again, church is what I believe to be in my heart. It's not necessarily just a building. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with going to church. I think it's great.
But. Yes, I agree. And, my dad helps out and that sort of thing. And I applaud him for that. It's just, my choice is my choice.
Yeah.
And he respects that.
Yeah.
However, I go on sacred holidays with my family.
Church can be a great hangout for Linux people. So why not? Anyway, welcome all churchgoers too. If you go to church or not, that's okay.
Yeah. I just, I go when I have to because it's a family affair sometimes. So. Well, by the way, if you notice in my camera, my hair's starting to grow out. Or longer, I should say.
You need a haircut. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to do that, though, because I choose not to.
I just got mine done last week. I like the aerodynamic look, so yeah. Anyway, Timo is in the house. Says Tim cannot come on today, getting ready. Just wanted to say hello and says yes for Ubuntu. Awesome. Too bad I couldn't get Martin Wimpress or Alan Pope on the stream today. But anyway. Tax Action BK is getting ready for Sunday roast and updating Windows 10. Oh, well, good luck. You will have to go to church if you're going to update Windows 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of church and Windows 10, let us pray.
Woo!
Man.
Good luck with that, dude. Windows 10, ooh.
I know.
It's going to be through the roof at the end of that one.
I bet there are millions and millions of people when it's ready to update Windows 10. They go, please, 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 don't bring the please, please, please. You know.
And they're praying to God through that one.
I wonder if church attendance has gone up since the release of Windows 10.
They're like, Lord, please help me.
Lord, no.
Singing the
Ah,
hallelujah, try to do that.
hey, there's nothing wrong for praying for sanity. There's nothing wrong with that,
No,
right?
it's not.
So, hello, Quails.
Kurt's here.
Ah, man. Anyway, yeah, I sent out about I don't know, bunch of invites, emails. I realize it's late minute, so we'll see if we get some more people in the chat, and if not, then we'll continue without the other churchgoers.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I installed Gentoo last night, and unfortunately, the network manager is not connecting to my Broadcom Wi-Fi, even though I installed the driver. So unfortunately, and the package for it. So unfortunately, I have to use my phone connection to connect right now. Either that or
Well,
connectivity.
I'm a big fan of Gentoo on a Chromebook, no doubt about it. But that's as far as I go.
Yeah. The only reason I would buy a Chromebook is for like doing school tasks or streaming or something like
I
that.
mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I mean, until it has proper wine support, which is which is probably never going to happen. I don't have the reason to shell out money for a Chromebook.
I know it's not for everybody, but hey, they continue to be popular. They work. They're stable. They're reliable. They're
Yeah,
affordable.
and as
What
we
more do you
said,
want from Linux machine or like Linux powered machines? So
yes, of course.
you know.
Yeah,
So
and
I
love
that's how I
Chrome.
feel about it.
Chromebooks are a good thing, and
Yeah.
bring Linux to a lot of people, and that's a good thing.
Yes. A shout out to all the Ubuntu users or
Yeah,
uh,
and
Ubuntu based users such as
yeah,
Linux Smith, and we'll talk about that. So we do
yeah,
rock. You
yes.
know.
Mint is it's nice. You know, I have nothing. I see nothing wrong with Mint and the Ubuntu family. I mean, they're a good introduction to Linux for some people, and those that choose to jump to this platform. I mean, it's a good thing. For helping people become savvy with Linux. It's a good thing.
Well, Timo also agreed on Chromebooks. They just work.
They just work. There's always something that there's always some path away from the craziness of Microsoft.
And updates don't break them.
No.
Wow. Ooh, what a concept.
Yes, that's a good thing. I mean, Microsoft has just unfortunately broken so much that they're driving people off that platform. But the sad part is, even though they're going towards a subscription basis now,
Well, I am a little bit surprised about Windows 10 how bad the updates have got. I am surprised. I mean, sure, nothing is perfect, but wow. All right, well, welcome Kenny, Fun Linux Laptop, Color Picks, everybody else. Let's get started. It's almost midday. Again, we may have some other people join in, and that's fine. So welcome everybody here. My friend Ben Gentoo, as we call him, is in the house.
yeah,
Today's topic is how Ubuntu's version of Linux has changed the world. You might be thinking, what? Now, look, I know a lot of us, well, no, some of us like to hate on Ubuntu, but hey, it's lonely at the top.
yeah,
No, but think about it. How many millions of people are here? Well, not here at the channel, but how many millions of people are using a form of Linux, or how many millions of people got exposed to Linux, wanted to give Linux a try because of Ubuntu? Raise your hand,
yep. I mean,
right?
take me for example. I wouldn't be on Linux if it wasn't for a fork of Ubuntu called JU Linux. I wouldn't know what it is. I mean, that's a spin of Ubuntu from like as far back as it actually didn't start out on Ubuntu. However, it started out on PC Linux OS, and then Justin slowly migrated it to Ubuntu, and because it was easier.
Ubuntu has brought to the Linux community millions and millions of users who
Yes.
otherwise would have said, huh? Linux? Now, some of them still
Yes.
say that, but less today. So if it wasn't for Ubuntu, would you be here?
Probably not.
Well, no, Toss, I use Ubuntu. You use Peppermint. Duh! Based off
Oh,
Ubuntu. Linux Mint, Zorin. Based off Ubuntu.
yeah.
Quail says Ubuntu was his first one.
Yeah.
There you
It
go.
was it was for me too, but on a derivative of Ubuntu, but it still counts, you know. I mean,
Exactly.
that was
So,
back in the 8.x days,
yeah.
and
So,
that's still a valid count. I mean,
millions of people around the world should be thankful for
I'm very
Canonical giving us Ubuntu
yeah,
because it made it easier. And Ubuntu made it easier because of Ubuntu's desktop. Remember the old GNOME 2 days or GNOME 2 days when
oh
they
yeah,
first started off? A
I
lot
love
easier
that
to
desktop.
navigate. They put the focus on the desktop user, not just the desktop. Meaning, how is the user going to look at this coming from Windows? Gee, let me see. Applications. Oh, places, system. Oh, Firefox. I know what that is. They made it
Yeah,
a lot easier.
they know what a
Uh,
browser is. They know what a text editor, etc. They know
mm-hmm,
that stuff. The music player, the
mm-hmm.
video player, everything. GNOME was simple back then, but now it's a cluster crap.
Well, it's changed. It's different. I don't use it personally. I don't hate it. It's just not my favorite. I prefer the Mate
I,
desktop, and we'll get to that in a moment.
yeah, but say it's
Um,
easy. People know how to use it.
Josh Cha is in the house. Welcome, Josh Cha. If this is your first time, look, everybody say hello to
Hi,
Josh.
Josh.
He
Welcome.
says Ubuntu changed his life first, and then later Debian. Well, Ubuntu is based off of
Debbie.
Debian. There you go, Josh. So you're on the right track.
Yeah, he's on the right path. Yeah.
Yeah. Say hello to Josh, everyone. Don't be
I,
shy.
yeah.
Kevin likes Debian with Mate. There you go. Ubuntu Mate,
Debbie.
based off of
Debbie.
Ubuntu. Debian, well, Ubuntu, yeah. Welcome, Josh. So, do you still use Ubuntu, or are you just using only Debian right now?
Yes.
So, another thing that Ubuntu has done is, well, we just talked about it, that Ubuntu is part of many popular distributions, Linux Mint,
Yeah.
Elementary, Pop OS, the Ubuntu Budgie.
Yeah.
I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And when you look at the distro watch, the top half of that list, maybe based of a form of Ubuntu, it's a lot,
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
Ubuntu didn't exist, would that
We
list
wouldn't.
even be there?
Probably not.
It's just a thought. Good morning, Mitchell Valentino is in the house.
Mitchell's here.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, Vince isn't with us because he's asleep.
that's right. He's in Australia. Shout out to Mitchell for being what I call a star supporter on the Total OS Today Patreon page. Thank you, sir. But yeah, Ubuntu not controls, but is part of many popular Linux distributions such as Linux Mint, Pop OS, Zorn, and the list goes on and on because it's just easier that way, especially for beginners. David is in the house. Van Tongerlo is the last name. I hope I said that right. Welcome, David. So let me change the banner here. So yes, if you are using Ubuntu, Ubuntu Mate, Linux Mint, Zorin, Peppermint, Ubuntu, and so on, that is based off Ubuntu Canonicals. Ubuntu. My favorite is Ubuntu Mate. And do
Yeah.
you know why Martin Wimpress created Ubuntu Mate, the developer? Well, his wife wanted something simpler to use, and that's why Marty Wimpy did it, because it is the romantic OS, Ubuntu Mate. See? Ubuntu brings families together, husbands, wives, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Steve Zurion is in the house. He's on the Peppermint based off Ubuntu. Actually, one of the team members for Peppermint, I believe, is from Linux Mint team. if I am not mistaken. Steve, you would know more than that. But yeah, so lots to be thankful for Ubuntu. Another thing to be thankful for is that Ubuntu. How many times in the past, Ben, and anybody else here, you download Ubuntu base, you downloaded a piece of software, it ain't working, and then you realize it was missing dependencies. Well, it didn't tell me that.
Of
Ah,
course.
screw it. This sucks. Go back to Windows. How many times? Now, be honest, people out there, right?
Well, it's not unheard of, but it's very rare.
Back then, you know.
Back then, it was more
Yeah.
of a thing, but
Well,
now it's very rare.
now you want to know why?
Why?
Because Canonical created a universal package format called Snaps.
Snaps. You're right.
Snaps. If you don't know, it's not a cookie, for your kid or nothing. Snap cookies. It is a self-contained a Snap package. Say it's VLC, a Snap package VLC. It's self-contained, meaning everything you need, including all the extra dependencies that need to make VLC work, is packaged. Before that, it would be kind of like buying a Chevy.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to buy tires. Oh, I got to buy brakes to make it work. Oh, I need a lock. That's what happened before Snaps in a way. It's kind of, maybe not quite an exact allegory or combination there or a comparison. But before, if you downloaded software and you didn't know it needed other dependencies to make it work, it was frustrating. Snaps have eliminated that. And snaps are distro agnostic. Are they not, Ben? It
Yes,
doesn't
they
matter
are.
what you.
They're distro agnostic.
It doesn't matter. Even if you hate Ubuntu, but if you download a snap, you should be thanking Ubuntu or thanking Canonical that
Yeah.
create. And the shout out to Alan Pope, who is I believe he is part of the Snap packaging management team, if I am
Yes.
not mistaken. So, Alan Pope, thank you.
Yeah.
And again, thank you to Martin Wimpress for Ubuntu Mate, my Ubuntu of choice. So before, now we have Flatpak, something similar, but it was Canonical, and the great name, Snap. Snap, it's done. Isn't that a
Yeah.
great name?
It's done in a flash.
Done. There's nothing else to install. Everything is there.
Yes.
Now, you don't have to install Snaps. You can still use the Synaptic Package Manager or a PPA deb. If you want to install something, that's fine. It may or may not work. Snaps should work. They should, because everything.
Snaps
Now, of course,
usually-
that's based off the maintainer. But I don't recall having too many issues with Snap packages in my system. I've had issues with non-Snaps, something not working, but with Snaps. Now, the only thing I've noticed with Snaps, sometimes the theming of the icon isn't quite right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so it's missing a color or two. So what? I just want it to work. Kevin says snaps work better in case of Android Studio than Flatpaks. I've tried one or two Flatpaks. I have found snaps to be faster, a little bit lighter weight. I haven't tested all the snaps, but in my test, I prefer snaps over Flatpaks. What do you say, Ben?
Snaps over Flatpaks. I always go with the snap because it's just sudo snap deinstall. Boom, done. That's it. Or sudo snap install VLC or Discord.
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah. Snap, yeah.
Or Chromium or
Right.
whatever. The whole thing on Chromium, I know I can still get the PPA, but if they're going to a flat pack or a snap image, so what? It's just a browser. I don't care how I get it as long as I have it.
Wasn't right.
I don't care. I want to get the browser installed. Boom, done. So if I have to get a deb or
right.
I don't care how I have to install it. I'll just install it and that'll be it.
Mitchell says Canonical's problem has been communication. Clarify their roadmap to calm nervous Linux users.
Right.
Yeah, to a point. There was some debate about dropping 32-bit versus 64-bit.
Yeah.
Well, the future is not 32-bit.
No, it's not. But I mean, there are still some apps out there like Steam and Wine and things like that that some people do use, myself included,
Okay.
that certain programs that live inside there, like certain games and
Right.
things
Right.
like that, that's a lot of people on Windows or Linux or whatever still heavily rely on. And that's why
Um,
Ubuntu is still keeping those 32-bit libraries
fair
in
enough.
distro.
Wasn't it a canonical? Wasn't it Ubuntu that tried to bring Ubuntu's Linux or Linux Ubuntu Touch to cell phones called Ubuntu Touch? Weren't they one of the first? Remember back in 2012, they tried to bring the Ubuntu phone called the Ubuntu. Oh shoot, what was it called? Ubuntu. I don't remember.
Ubuntu Touch
I don't think it was. I think it was anyway. For those of you who might, I should know anyway. It's 7 years ago, but they tried. They did a crowdfunding project.
for the
They
Ubuntu
wanted to
phone.
bring, and they raised over $10 million, and it wasn't enough. I was surprised,
Yeah,
but
I
I
was
guess
surprised.
well, look, quality control is not cheap. I get it. I don't blame Ubuntu, but I think they were one of the first, if not the first, to bring Ubuntu or a pure Linux phone or as close to pure Linux to a cell phone. It didn't work out. Now there have been other attempts. I believe the Librem 5 phone has just been released.
Mhm.
I saw someone on YouTube do a review of it. All I can tell you is apparently brick phones are coming back. This phone is stick.
Yeah.
So take a look at it. Um, DT says, can't wait to check out the 1910 release. He says, love me some stable. DT, are you feeling okay? You want to go stable? Let me give you inform my doctor, Dr. Benny. No, but welcome, DT. Yes, there's something to be said
Derek
about
and
stable.
Stable. That is a new one.
Love me some stable, yeah. I've checked out Ubuntu Mate, Ubuntu 1910.
Yeah.
Looks good to me.
That Derek
Yeah.
and Stable. Where did that come
I don't know. Well, it's Sunday, so Sunday is the day of stable for DT. We talked about going to
from?
church, and yeah, you really don't want to be unstable going to church and going cuckoo. So
No, it's no.
anyway, but yeah, I think Canonical was one of the first to try and bring a Linux, try to bring or create a Linux phone featuring Ubuntu Touch. It didn't work out. It's expensive. I get it. 10 million was enough, but apparently Purism is going to bring it to the market for $1 million. Good luck with that on a 720 screen. Okay, for $700. But that's another topic altogether. Did I have anything else for today for Ubuntu? So, Ubuntu, just to recap, if you're joining in late, how Ubuntu's Linux changed the world. If it wasn't for Ubuntu, I would not be here. Maybe Ben, and certainly many, many millions of users who use Ubuntu or Ubuntu based. Ubuntu Mate, Pop OS, Elementary, Linux Mint, the list goes on. There are millions and millions of Ubuntu users out there who don't even know it, that they're using a form of Ubuntu. I know Ubuntu lately or Canonical has been something that some of us love to hate on. All I can say is it's lonely at the top. So Ubuntu, I know how you feel.
Yeah.
It's made. I think the Snap packaging system is awesome. Everything you need is in a Snap. You don't have to worry about installing other dependencies to make a specific piece of software work, which is a pain in the kernel. We talked about how Ubuntu has made it easier. I think not just for us, but I think for companies like Dell, System 76 to have Ubuntu-based specific computers that you can buy, albeit not necessarily affordable for everybody. That trophy goes to Chromebook starting at $200, but maybe that will change in the future. But I think Ubuntu has made it easier or more commercial for companies like Dell, System 76, and Lenovo to put Ubuntu on their machines. And for what I understand, they are somewhat reliable. System 76, I believe, is based here in Colorado, so shout out to System 76. Now, I'm not being sponsored by them. I'm just going by what I see. Yes, Timo says, DT, better check your temperature. Something wrong for being stable. Did I miss anything else? So yeah, all I could say is Ubuntu has put a smile on my face, or Ubuntu based has put a smile on my face. I miss Ubuntu's Unity. I mean, it's still out there. It's been forked, but you know what they say: when it gets changed, everything gets forked up. But Ubuntu Unity was my default Linux machine up until a few years ago. I decided to switch to Mate, a lighter throwback look to the old Ubuntu days. There's nothing wrong with that. You can theme it any way that you want to. I don't quite understand when people install Ubuntu Mate. They say, wow, that looks like it belongs back in 1990s. Well, change the look of it. Theme it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, it's too much work. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You
It's
know, but
not
that's how I see it.
hard to theme Mate. I mean, sure, it looks weird out of the box, but I mean, you can change it to whatever you want to do.
There are 7 panel options in it.
Yeah,
Plus, the
you can
one you
make it
make
look
your
like
own
a
is number
Mac.
8.
Yeah, so you make it look like a Mac, Windows, whatever you want it to look like.
Just click and go, and I think the Mutiny panel, which looks like Unity, looks great.
Yeah,
Just click and you're done if you really want to change. But see, I'm not into look. A top-notch Linux OS has to have the 3 S's. Number 1 is stability, because if it ain't stable, nothing else matters. Number 2, I want it to be fast. The stability and speed's pretty good. Number 3 is special looks. If you have stability, it zips and it looks like a Miss America model. Now you got something, right? So there you go. Everyone likes Manjaro theming, but that theme is available for any other distro, Johan. Okay. Julian Popescu running Ubuntu 1910 works like greased lightning. Really? Interesting. Not Ubuntu Mate, but regular Ubuntu runs like... I've yet to try
The
an
gnome version.
Ubuntu with GNOME that runs like greased lightning.
As have
Okay.
I.
Yeah, I haven't...
Well, even on this laptop behind me, that 16 gigs of RAM, of course, the dreaded Optimus graphics configuration, but it has an i5, which is blazing fast, don't get me wrong. And as I said, 16 gigs of RAM. It
Yeah.
does not, and 2 SSDs, one NVMe PCI, excuse me, and also another SSD alongside it. It still runs GNOME very poorly. I just,
Yeah.
GNOME
Yeah.
for me, except for GNOME 2, mind you, and Mate, it doesn't like pure GNOME 3. It doesn't work well for me. I just can't get it to work.
There you go. David says, what about Clear Linux? Clear Linux is something unique. It's optimized for Intel machines. Yeah. I did try it. I believe that was the fastest version of GNOME I ever tried. Or one of the fastest, but it's new. It has a new packaging system. It's not for beginners. We'll see what happens. But
yeah, even I wouldn't install it, and I'm a power user.
It's just another choice. Mitchell says stability, speed, looks like a model. Nice, yeah, thank you. That's one for me. I mark it down. No, but Derek Graham, he's a Manjaro man. Very good. Well, Manjaro was voted number 3 Linux for this year. What was it? It was Manjaro, Mint, and number 1 was MX Linux, based on your votes.
Yeah, Manjaro is a good distro, but I wouldn't throw it on a beginner's computer.
No, I would not. No.
Yeah.
Mint and maybe MX, maybe I don't know, but definitely not Manjaro. No.
Not Manjaro.
No.
Manjaro is something that after they've had a couple of months to maybe a year in Linux, and then they can go to Manjaro. But Arch, that's it. I mean, unless they really want to get down and dirty into the nitty-gritty of Linux.
DT says, I hope number 1 and 2 were Arch and Arch. I love Arch cookies, so yeah, Arch cookies, number 1 and 2 are fine, DT. Or what they call Archway cookies, right? With some Vegemite. So, yeah, The last time I installed Arch Basement was when Jero a few years ago, and man, as soon as I turned on the AUR, crap started to happen. So yeah, just be careful out there. If you are new, wanting to use Arch or Arch Base, be careful of the AUR. In fact, it'll pop up with the warning. This may do something to your system. So there you go. Spin Viking is in the house. Welcome, Spin Viking. Arch changed their install process. Are they using a Windows installer to make it easier? No, I don't know. What did they change, DT? I did not hear that because I don't follow Arch that much. But
Yeah, I don't follow
yeah,
Arch
yeah, yeah,
that much either.
yeah.
I follow things that I want to follow, and Arch is just not one of them.
Made it even more minimal. No kernel, nano, man pages now during the install. Oh, I
What?
don't know.
What's during
Interesting.
the install now, Tom?
It says it's minimal.
Oh.
There's no kernel, nano, or man pages. Manual pages, man pages now
What?
during the install.
No kernel? What? Are they going Gen 2 or something?
DT says he's being flooded emails because people are trying to follow his install video. It no longer works. I try to tell you guys to stick with the Ubuntu, the quality standard, but nobody listens to me. No, just kidding.
Oh, man. Wait, I gotta go to Arch's website to see if this is.
Is that what happened, DT? Well, you have my sympathies, my friend. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. You work with cutting edge software, you're gonna get cut. That's all there is to it.
Oh, my God. No.
They changed the pack strap thingy. Pack strap.
Yeah, the base group has been replaced by a meta package of the same name, yada, yada, yada.
They think they're LFS now.
Users base, users requesting support are expected to run the system with the base package. Be aware that base does not currently contain a kernel, an editor, and other software that you might expect.
LFS stands for leave the freaking software alone.
Oh my God, Arch, why?
Ah.
You're just killing us here.
Uh,
Are you purposely trying to make this hard? Jeez.
like I said, many thanks to Ubuntu for keeping it simple. Linux is supposed to hurt, according to Johan. I don't know how you do things over there in Denmark or Switzerland, but here in America, no, man. We like it simple.
Yeah, I agree.
If I want an OS system to hurt, I'll use Windows 10 updating. Arch is going to arch, yes. There you go. You heard it from DT.
Yeah.
Arch has changed to give you more headaches.
Arch is killing me now. That completely turned me off of Arch. I'm sorry. It just did.
If we have any new people watching, any others, do say hello. That's what we are here for.
I mean,
Yeah.
that totally, for me, kills the point of Arch. It just does.
Well, I'll sleep good tonight no matter what.
I just, that totally kills the philosophy of Arch to me. I mean, it's keep it simple, stupid. Well, not anymore.
Linux developers, Ben, Linux developers are a unique breed. And let me give you an example.
Yeah.
Putting the topic of Ubuntu aside for a second, there is a new OS out there, and this is not a joke. This is perfect for DT. It's called Collapse OS. It's new. Collapse OS. It's based on the theory or on the prognostication, on the prediction then when the world goes to the crapper at the end of times, such as whatever, the end of times, alien invasion, nuclear apocalypse, disease. When the world goes to the down the tubes, you'll still be able to scavenge computer parts and install Collapse OS to keep the community going. That is the theory behind Collapse OS. It's a great name. Not sure how good that would make you feel. but it's called search Collapse OS, waiting for the collapse of civilization. As Mitchell says, Collapse OS. Huh? Hey, I just report the news. Don't Collapse OS. You would think that if this really happened and you and I are still going, the first thing on my mind would be food,
Yeah.
shelter.
Food.
Oh no, I gotta have my distro first. Hey, what about food? Forget the food. Give me the distro. I mean, okay, but
Yeah. I'd rather food over a computer system.
yeah. But check out Collapse OS. Hello, ex GNU Bio. Welcome to the stream. But
In my opinion, I would rather have my safety and a roof over my head and something to eat and drink.
I will just pick up my Ubuntu Mate laptop that was sitting in a bomb-proof safe, take it out of the safe, and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Of course, if there's no internet, it won't make any difference, right?
Yeah, I don't care if there's internet. I don't care if there's a computer. All I care about is that there is somewhere to live and something to eat.
Mitchell says guns, gold, and GNU. That's all you need. That's one for Mitchell. Mark that down. Okay. The three Gs. The three Gs. Guns, gold, and GNU. Yeah.
I'm not worried about none of that. All I'm worried about, like I said, is having a roof over my head and somewhere to be and something to eat.
All right, so after Collapse OS comes Resurrection OS. Just a thought. Check out Collapse OS. Well, we've had what, Satan OS or something, Ubuntu Satanic Edition or Christian Edition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep, DT, that's the other one. Deletes the root file system, suicide Linux. Yeah. Wow. Yep, there's a Linux for all kinds of users out there. But for us Ubuntu users, we rock. So don't be afraid to say that you use Ubuntu or Ubuntu based. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for Canonical, we wouldn't be here. It would be all Arch. And Arch complaints. Supa, S-U-P-A, Supa, cup of Supa. Welcome to the stream. If you could create your own Linux OS, what would I name it? I think we talked about this last year. Some of the names would be Andromeda OS, Number One OS, Super OS, Constellation OS.
And now we've come to what is
I'm Italian, so Cannoli OS.
you have some of the weirdest names for operating systems, Todd.
But yeah, I would probably go with either Super OS or Andromeda OS
Andromeda.
if it was my own. Yeah. No, I would just call it Stable OS.
Stable.
The name says it all.
Yeah.
Right? Stable OS. Yeah. Updates don't break OS.
Updates don't break. Or we could call it Hack OS.
Supa says Sparta OS. It frees the slaves. That's the one for Supa. Okay. Spartacus. Yes. Good one.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. Okay.
That's different. Sparta.
You were slave to Windows 10. Yeah. See? Yeah. Okay. Athlon OS. Okay.
Yeah.
I like Andromeda or Super OS. Yeah, Super OS or Stable OS.
Super OS. I like that.
Way too many Ubuntu forks. Very confusing for newbies. Well, that's why I pick Ubuntu Mate or Mate.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah. Mate is a very good version. It really, it just makes sense.
It just works.
Oh.
Keep it simple OS. Kiss OS. That's right.
Yeah. And no, we're not talking about the Kiss Rock group.
This DT will be called Fragile OS. Yeah, really. Fragile OS.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Arch-based of course. Arch-based, of course. It's right. So DT, you may have to delete your email. Email address. All those emails. Help!
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, just tell them to go to the Arch Wiki, right? Or to the Arch Forum. I'm sure they're very friendly there.
Hmm.
I don't know if they are or not. Edgy OS. Kevin like edgy. Living on the edge. Living on the edge.
I love that song, man.
Living on the edge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's timeless Aerosmith song.
Yeah. That's right. Aerosmith. Are they still? I guess they're still around. Living on.
Yes,
What? My
they're
favorite
still.
song of theirs is "Dude Looks Like a
Me
Lady."
too,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
That
Dude,
song.
boy, did they make a prediction back in the '80s? Dude looks like a lady.
He looks that way now, actually. Even though
Oh man.
he looks old and scraggly and just oh
Well,
geez.
he's been around. DT says they would love me on the Arch Forum. They probably would.
You know, if DT ever does another Gen 2 install, I'm gonna make that joke about him.
Yeah.
I
Kevin
was,
likes Aerosmith. Yeah. Hmm.
yeah.
Walk this way.
And,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ubuntu this way. Just give it a kiss. Ubuntu this way.
oh,
Just
that
give it a
would be
kiss.
too. That would be a funny parody of
Arch no. Boom.
oh god.
Joey's in the house. Hello, Joey. Ba
So,
ba ba boo. Penico. That's
so
yeah.
funny.
Anyway, we've been going a little bit off topic here with Aerosmith, and yeah, I think Aerosmith should be the voice of Ubuntu for commercials.
That would
Ubuntu this
be
way, yeah.
funny.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Sweet Ubuntu. Dun, dun,
Oh
dun,
my
dun,
god.
dun, 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 dun.
Wait a minute, man. They could make some good parodies of those songs, I think.
I know. Or maybe have the rock band Kiss with Gene Simmons with his tongue, the voice of Ubuntu. Ah, rocks. Hey, somebody said Kiss OS. Well, but there you
Well,
go.
there you go.
Kiss OS.
Oh Lord, that's funny.
I like Aerosmith.
Yeah, they are nice.
Ah.
Oh man. Yeah. Man, that was got us a little toss Aerosmith.
Yeah, going off the edge here. Going off the edge on this show. Anyway,
Yeah,
so we were talking about how Ubuntu's Linux changed the world. If you missed any of this, there's something wrong with you. No, you can watch this on the replay, of course.
yeah,
But we're just giving my thoughts on how Ubuntu deserves all the love.
yes,
Because
they
if it
did.
wasn't for Ubuntu, where would the Linux desktop be today? All you Linux Mint users, Zorn, Elementary, Pop, Peppermint,
Yeah,
Kiss OS, and all that, whatever you want to call it. But
yeah,
where would you be without Ubuntu?
yeah.
You'd be on Arch.
Yeah, they'd be on Arch. They'd be on something.
Yeah, yep,
Definitely not Gen 2. No.
yeah. Well, if you use a Chromebook, then I guess you are on Gen 2 base, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm sending the link to Ricky. Oh,
I don't know if, this holiday, see, we're talking about this Friday night on the Thank Toss It's Friday. What is the cool gadget to buy this holiday? I can't think of anything.
yeah.
There is no must-have gadget to buy this holiday season. I can't think of a single thing. The doctor is in Doctor 66. What's up, Doc?
Hey Doc, how you doing, my friend?
Mitchell is going to the gym. Oh man, did we drain you with the arch talk? I am so sorry, Mitchell. Yeah, go work out to the Ubuntu gym. Pump up Ubuntu Mate's kernels, bro.
Oh, gee.
All right, Mitchell. Anyway, looks like we lost Benny Boy's stream. Let's get him back, and there
I
we go.
hit the Control R function by mistake. I accidentally refreshed the page.
You see, we have to keep it simple, folks, for users like Benny Boo here. Anyway, I got to give a shout out to all billion Windows. You're welcome. If you don't use Ubuntu Mate yet or Ubuntu, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, Mitchell, when you go to the gym, How long do you stay there? I guess that depends how many days he's been thinking of Arch. If you think about it, GNU Linux might be better off with Ubuntu, says Text Action BK. I don't know. But then again, maybe not. I guess it's all a matter of perspective, isn't it?
I guess
Yeah.
it is.
It's all a matter of
Here's
perspective.
Ricky.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Welcome, Ricky.
How you guys doing?
We're doing good. We're just chilling with some Aerosmith talk in Ubuntu.
Oh no, I actually put Ubuntu Mate back on my normal machine today. I was just getting bored of Arch. I just wanted to go back to
And,
Mate.
oh, speaking of Arch,
Hmm.
Ricky, they got rid of the kernel packages inside the installer in the base package.
What do you mean?
Hold on.
Steve says, my wife had to remind me that 12 more days and Hallmark Channel is playing Christmas Bill. Oh, yeah. I have to go to my Comcast. Hallmark Channel. See what's
Yeah.
on today. I love happy endings because this is a channel where these movies never end in a car wreck or an earthquake or, they're always happy.
You see, Ricky, what they did with this addendum says, beware that the base package is not, as it stands, is not currently
She's
contain
cute.
the kernel, the editor, and things like that. So it's
Anyway.
just bare minimum.
Are you telling me that I literally have to install the kernel?
Yes, you have to install the kernel package yourself now on Arch.
Okay, that clearly did it. No more base installs from me. If they're just going to do that, nope, I'm done.
Yep, I'm just gonna do Hackman or something else from now on.
If I need a good Arch install, I'll go to Arch Labs because they still put in the kernel by default.
Right, that or Manjaro or something else.
Yeah, but normal Arch, I'm sorry,
Normal Arch, read between the lines, buddy. You're out of here.
I mean, if there's one thing I can't stand is when they start taking features out of Linux distros, and this is clearly the creme de la creme.
Come on. I don't hear these problems with Ubuntu base. They're so boring. Yeah, stability is boring. Something that works is boring. I'm sorry, but I like unstable. I like to drive my car on 3 wheels only. That's exciting.
Well, that's where Rick and I have changed.
Yes. Trust me, after many, many years of distro hopping, I was like, what's your problem? What's your problem, Carm? Huh. Anyway. Kevin says you can choose your own kernel. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know. I will choose just to install the system. Just want it to work. Johan does not like Christmas. Oh, too many days spending on Arch. Oh, Johan. Oh, no, just kidding.
I like Christmas because it gives me a sense of time with everything that I've done and everything that I hope to do.
Okay.
So, what are your thoughts, Carm, about the newest release of MX Linux?
Well, it was voted #1 on my channel this year, so I got to go with what you guys say, and MX Linux is #1. #2 is Mint. #3 is Manjaro. Okay, that's fine with me, guys. Again, this year's poll was based on you guys. Not you guys know what I like. It was based on you. I would say 3 fine choices. I have MX Linux installed on one of my ThinkPads. It seems okay to me. Yeah. So there you go. MX Linux to the max, or to the mix, as it were. So, but getting back to Steve. Steve, how many Hallmark movies will you be watching this year with your honey?
Oh,
Why not watch it on your Peppermint laptop? Hey, it'll be less painful. We keep losing Ben. Ben, what is your problem, eh?
I clicked the forward button by mistake.
Jeez.
That's exactly what I thought you did.
I went to my start page by mistake.
Someone's been snorting too much Gentoo popcorn, man, or something.
Oh, hell. I've been
Anyway.
fed 2 HE double hockey sticks today.
Yeah.
Well, as of next year, Adobe Flash Player will cease to be continued. I'm just wondering for sites that use Flash, I'm wondering, are they going to be forced to go to HTML5?
Might as well. Yeah. Let's end this at 12:45. It is 12:36. So I can start the rest of my day. So those of you who came in late, you can replay this when it stops processing, of course, on YouTube. This was fun. So yeah, I wanted to do a Sunday stream. It's been a while. I was gonna cut grass, but I figure I'll wait till later on. Finish cutting grass before winter season hits its full force. Only good thing about Christmas, 2 extra days of work according to Johan, okay? I think stores should be closed on Christmas, Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
they should just be, that's for family stuff. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, those days should be family recuperating days from Arch Linux. I've had enough of it. No, just kidding. Have a nice day too. You too, David. This was fun.
Oh, also, just a reminder, guys. September 25th at 7 p.m., I will be doing a live install of Haiku.
September 25th next year?
I meant October 25th.
Yes. Let me mark it down for next year. I'll put it in my phone.
Yeah.
Boy, someone's been snorting too much, Arch. No, but... Woo! Speaking of... Somebody on Facebook posted a video of a cat owner in his bedroom. He had a plant of weed, and the cat's chewing on the leaves.
Oh, God.
So next thing you see is the cat walking like. So the cat is trying to jump on the bed. Now cats are very good jumpers. I think this cat jumped 3 millimeters and just dropped. Just. And the next thing you see is the cat in front of the camera. Oh, it was hilarious, man. The cat likes meow. Canadian Thanksgiving tomorrow. Spin. Oh, I'm going to go to Canada tomorrow, man. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, Canada. Great. Awesome. In the Netherlands, not all are open on the first and second day of Christmas. Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
In the Netherlands, okay, all right. Belgium are all closed. Belgium does it best. See, they're smarter over there. All closed. They should be all closed. On the first day of Christmas, my love gave to me Ubuntu Mate PC.
Yay!
Yeah.
And for me, that was Gentoo.
Yeah. Thankfully, things have changed in retail. You have to work the day after Thanksgiving to Christmas Eve. Now we actually get weekends off. And just have to work the week before. Very good. Fun Linux laptop. You saw the cat post? Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah. Every once in a while, some funny stuff on Facebook. That's one good thing about Facebook. You just never know what funny memes or clips to expect. All right, 5-minute warning. Anything, any other newbies out there watching, please do say hello if you have a question, a comment, or a suggestion. Please forward everything to DT. No, just kidding. His email box is full because of Arch.
Well, early this morning, I spotted a very interesting news article toss. Apparently, starting with Fedora 31, Fedora is going to drop 32-bit support.
Well, you know what? The future is the 64-bit. It's not 32-bit,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
you got to do what you got
Yeah,
to do, I guess.
yeah, you know, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, like you said.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I got a friend coming over in 15 minutes, so I will see you guys later.
All right.
Arrivederci, Ben. Okay.
Bye, guys.
Steve says, nasty people for the joyous time of the year. It's the most miserable time. Oh, it's a wrong song, yeah. Of the year. Right, Steve? Yeah, here in Steubenville, we are world famous, or USA famous, for the Nutcracker Village downtown. Voted one of the 10 best holiday spots to visit. So, Steve, you should come visit here around the holidays and see the Nutcracker Village downtown. It is your wife would love it. It is impressive. Very, very impressive, I must say. It looks nice. Yes, we should all call the Snap users snapperheads. Ha ha. Take a quick look at the ticker news feed. Then we'll wrap this up for today.
Yep.
The Outer Worlds, I guess that's a game preloads on Xbox One. Requires 40 gigabytes to play the game. Oh, is that all?
Ooh.
Ooh, the outer edges of gigabytes. My goodness.
Ugh.
That is a lot.
I've never heard of a game wanting that much space. That's wow.
That's what it says. Yeah. For those of you who like games, the Outer Worlds. Let's see what else we have. More news on Brexit. Oh, joy. More shootings in the States, of course. What else is new? Simone Biles breaks world's medals records. Okay. Gymnast, Simone. Good for her. No snap crap on the pep, Johan? Okay. You don't have to use snaps to make it work. Let's see. Microplastics seeking the plastic score of the food on our plates.
Uh-huh.
Okay. The ticker feed's kind of bland today, so to speak.
Well, usually Sundays there's not much going
Yeah,
on.
you'd have to wait till the start of the week or the middle of the week.
Because most businesses are closed today.
Yeah. Yes, Joe says, makes you wonder why your browser crashes in Linux. It says, oh, snap. Well, there wasn't a snap package. I know. Payments giants abandon Facebook's Libra cryptocurrency. Okay. MasterCard, Visa, eBay, Stripe join PayPal in no longer supporting Facebook's effort to launch a currency. Gee, I don't understand why they are so privacy conscious. Ooh. I don't know. Teenagers arrested over hacks to Met Police website. Don't do that. Yeah. October 21st, you get to impeach your full prime minister. I know how you feel, America. Spin Viking, I understand, sir. Yes. All right, anything else on the ticker feed? Google takes AMP to OpenGS Foundation. What is AMP? AMP. Oh, that is. Oh, it's a project for speeding up the mobile web. Okay. Microsoft's new keyboards have dedicated keys for Office and emojis. Interesting. Okay, well, enough of that. All right, anything else for today, gentlemen, before I say goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. What is it? It's 54 degrees out there. Right, I'll take
Yeah.
it. Yeah, very good. All right, so if you missed any of this, again, just get and replay it. These are my thoughts on how I feel about canonical Ubuntu and how it has changed the way users use their computers. It's brought many beginners, I believe millions, to the world of Linux, not just Ubuntu, but Ubuntu and beyond. And you have to give them credit. You have to give the canonical team credit. Nothing's perfect, but you have to give them credit where credit is due. So thank you,
Yep.
Ubuntu.
Yep.
So enjoy your day also, David. Microsoft fanboys be like, well, you know what? I can't defend Windows 10 anymore. They botched it. It's that simple. You just never know when something's going to break with an update. You just don't know anymore, and that is not reliable. It is not. Yeah. It's quite unstable, actually. Right, DT, if you're in the house? Yeah, talk about unstable. Jeez. All right, let's wrap it up there, and I'll catch you guys probably sometime next week, I would imagine. So, yeah, let me know. And Stevie just saw my invite. You were eating breakfast. That's okay. Don't worry about it. You're going to head out to the movies. Are you going to go see Joker? I'll have to go see that one. Hers pretty good. Yeah. Anyway. All right, Steve and everybody else. Yugi, I'll catch you on the next one. Ciao.
Bye bye.